Hello everyone, first of all, we would like to introduce a little bit about ourselves. My name is Thảo Nguyên, I'm an ethnic group and I'm from class AB of Quyền Secondary School.
And I'm Nguyệt, I'm young people, I'm in class A6 of Quyền Secondary School. We are currently living in Yalovich, Quận Tân Commune, the district, Đăk Nông province.
We are one of the ethnic minority living mainly in remote highlands and hills. So like me, only children here face difficulties and a tough score on the way to school. At our age of 14 to 16 years old, some of my friends had to get married. Maybe now, living with her husband and children, due to the outdated child marriage custom. However, now I continue study at a secondary school in Quảng Tân Commune, that is Ngọc Secondary School.
With the desire to learn and discovery and the burning dream that is boiling in me, I chose the learning path to develop myself and enlighten my future. However, working on that path is not easy for us and the children here.
We were born in rising poor ethnic minority families with many brothers and sisters. Our parents worked very hard in the fields and even worked very job to earn money, so that my sibling and I could go to school. We know that in order to have bright future for children, our parents work even harder and harder. And the faith of parents planted in us is growing bigger and bigger, urging me to try my best in education career.
As we know, many ethnic minorities live in remote and mountainous areas, which means that we do not have easy access to school. This can make it difficult for students to attend school regularly, as we often have to walk long distances or face transportation challenges. The school is more than 10 kilometers from home, but the road is too difficult, so we can cycle to school by ourselves. But we are picked up by our parents on an old and sappy motorbike on rainy and windy days. The road to school seems to be farther. Even that motorbike can pass. We have to get up at 4 a.m. and work together to get to school.
Moreover, language barrier pose another significant obstacle, as many students do not speak Vietnamese as their first language, which make it hard for them to follow lessons and communicate with fellow classmates.
That's right, Nguyên. That's all the reason why the ethnic minority drop out of school, Nguyễn.
Besides, the concept of child marriage of our ethnic minority still exists. Children who are only 14 or 15 years old have to come of with toward marriage, partly due to the backward ideological influence of parents. They always urge their children to get married quickly to support the family. The other part is that they still haven't found the benefit of learning. The factor have influenced the thinking and perception of young ethnic minorities.
No matter how difficult it is, we never have the thought of giving up. There have been many young people who dropped out of school midway because it seemed that they couldn't bear the difficulties and pressure from their families. However, like me, there are still many students who are still very resilient and continue on their learning path. We ourselves always try our best to achieve good results in the secondary school years.
We are lucky that our family did not stop us or force us to stop studying. With strong faith, tenacity, and courage, we overcome seemingly unbearable difficulties. We overcome unbalanced concepts, ways of thinking about material and spiritual in the most intense way to continue to rise and constantly chase our dream.
Because we realize that only learning can help people get rid of the tribal desires and needs of a human being. Then they can do great, useful things for themselves, their families, and society. I wish to contribute my small part to change the minds of parents in the old and outdated concepts. Although currently I am just a student sitting in school, but I believe that one day all ethnic minority students can go to school together and have a bright future.
We always strive for mastery every single day, constantly, learning and practicing to improve and develop ourselves completely and perfectly.